for shared reading today. So today we are learning to investigate how digital texts are organized to assist the reader with understanding and navigation. Now the reason why we're doing this is because for writing you're going to be creating your own website of your biome. So you've done your ebook and now you're transferring your thinking, your feedback from your ebook and applying it to a website. So in our shared reading today we need to be able to identify the purpose of a text. And we need to investigate how digital texts are organized into headings, sections, pages to support navigation. Okay, so we're thinking about all of those things. Let's have a look at our text today. So we've got a website that we're going to be exploring for shared reading today. And our website is called Blue Planet Biomes. And it has here just this little introduction here that tells us what this website's going to be about. So it says, in our site, you will discover facts about our planet, its complex patterns of biomes, plants, and animals, and how climates ultimately determine the biomes of our Earth. So I really like how this website here just has that little snippet of information for us that is just going to give me a little bit of an overview of what this website's going to be about. So when I have a look at this website, straight away I'm thinking about what is its purpose. And normally when I'm looking at a website, okay, if they have different purposes. So there might be websites that are aimed to entertain. So there might be games or things or interactive things that I'm doing. There might be websites that are trying to persuade me. So a website that persuade me to commit to something or to give money to someone or an organization. And so the text is structured in a way that is persuading me. So another one that website that they do is to inform. So they give information and they tell someone about something, give a description or an explanation, informing their audience about the topic. So I need to think about now those sort of three areas and what this website is doing. Is it entertaining me? Is it persuading me? Or is it informing me? And I need to justify my thinking using evidence from the text. That's really, really important. So straight away, I'm having a look here at this little, this overview, and it's telling me that I'm going to discover facts. So that's a really important word that's telling me I'm going to discover some facts about our planet. It's talking about biomes, plants, animals, and it's talking about the climate of these biomes. So straight away that word facts there is a really big clue in evidence. So I'm thinking now that this website is going to inform. So it's an informative website and it's going to inform me about the biomes that are on our planet. Now, I'm still wondering though why they've used the word a blue planet biome. I'm not really sure what's happening there. So I'm going to click on this button here that says learn more because I want to know a little bit more about this. So it's talking about this actual company that's created this website. So it's giving an introduction. So it hyperlinked me to another page. So this hyperlink is giving me an introduction about what we're going to find. So it says here, in our site, you will discover facts about our planet. Oh, look at that. That's exactly the start of the introduction on the other page. But we're going to have a look a little bit deeper. This website explores the complex patterns of climates, biomes, plants, and animals that creates the fabric of Earth's environment. Here you will discover how climate and geography determine where a particular biome exists. You'll explore how plants and animals interact and depend on each other and their environment. Visit the biomes and investigate what plants and animals live there. Find out how they are dependent on each other. Discover how the climate of a biome determines what kind of animals and plants can exist there. Hopefully, you will come to realize that even the smallest organism, its life, death, or extinction creates a ripple effect that determines the well-being of an entire biome and of planet Earth itself. Okay, so straight away, the author of this website has been extremely specific about the information that I'm going to find in this website. I, as a reader, don't really need to think anymore about, is this actually the right website for me to go? Is this going to give me information that I need to know about? It is. It's giving me it clearly there in that introduction that this website is going to give me lots of information, not just about the biome, but the climate of the biome. It's going to tell me about the plants in that biome, the animal in that biome, But the most important thing was this sentence here. You will explore how plants and animals interact and depend on each other and their environment. So that is really supporting me with what this is going to do. It's really starting to look at exploring plants and animals and how they interact in their biome, in their environment. So that's a really important part, or a really important feature that this website has used to be able to tell me what the purpose is. So if I go back to my learning intention, where I can identify the purpose of a text. Well, yeah, I can identify the purpose of this text, but I was justifying my thinking and why. But I also investigated how this digital text was organized, because straight up, the first thing I found was this little overview, this little tiny overview here. And when I clicked on that there, gave me a little bit of a snapshot. And when I wanted to know more about that, it actually gave me a bit of an in-depth introduction about this website. So that's telling me that this is a website that I want to know about and that I want to actually explore. Let's have a look now at some of the other features of this website that's supporting me with my understanding. So as I go down, I can see this arrow. So this arrow is telling me, because when I look at that, it looks like that's all the information that's there. I've got an image in the background. I've got a little bit of information. I can click on that, which will hyperlink me to another page. But this arrow is really important because it's telling me I need to scroll down, or there's more information below. So when I click on it, it's going to do it for me, or I can just scroll down. So I'm noticing some headings. I'm noticing some sort of information. I'm noticing that this map here is also interactive. And when I hover over it, it's actually coming up with some of those little, those boxes of information telling me what happens when I click on that. Let's keep scrolling down. Okay, again, some more headings. We've got some images. We've got some paragraphs of information. We've got some more. Oh, I like how it's divided. Look at this. Ready? Image, grey, white, grey, white, grey, blue, white, grey. So I really like how a feature of this website is they're actually breaking up the information to make it easy for me to navigate. So I know that this is going to be about planets. This is going to be about the sun. This is going to be about living Earth. This is going to be about animals. This is going to be about plants. And this is going to be about climate. That's a really clever navigation technique that the author's using here. So we've got heading, information, image. Heading, information, image. Heading, information, image. Heading, information, image. But look at this. Another really clever trick the author's done here is we've got image on this side, 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 image on this side. That just makes it really nice for the reader. So the information isn't all clogged up and I'm just looking at images on one side and then all of this information on the other side. It's actually breaking up this website into sections and parts, and it's making it really, I'm going to use the word aesthetic. So it's making it really aesthetic and really nice for me to look at. It makes me feel calm. It doesn't make me feel overwhelmed with information. It's just making me go, okay, this is easily and this is manageable and something that I can look at to get some information about biomes. I really like here though. So this is giving us some information about our planet, the sun and the earth. But I really like these little buttons here that the author's using. These little buttons that, well, actually, if I want to know a little bit more about animals in biomes, I can just click on that button and it's going to hyperlink me to animals. I really liked that. And then again, look how they're breaking up that information using the same color this time. I wonder if that's because it's based on the same information. But I really like how I could easily click on that button to learn more. Let me go back and see what happens when I go to plants. Learn more. Takes me to plants. That's really, really cool. I really like that navigation tool, that little button there. I want to learn more about climate. There we go. I've got my climate. Images, headings, facts, paragraphs of information. Look at that. Hyperlinks, different types of climates. Breaking up that information, moving it across the page for me, easy for me to find. Let's see what else we can see. Oh, I like that. There's like these little counters down the bottom here. So it's talking about the number of biomes. I can learn more. Plants, learn more. They're hyperlinked. I bet you if I click on that, it's going to take me to plants again. So there's different parts on the page that are taking me and hyperlinking me to the same areas, but they're just being really creative in how they're presenting that. Even these little images that they're using, like the world, a little image of like a seedling, an animal footprint, the wind. So it's making connections with those images with the actual topic of information it's going to. I really love that. Let's go to the top of the page up here. So I was actually clicking on this Blue Planet Biomes link, and it was actually taking me straight back to the home page. So I know that every time I click on that, it's going to take me back to this page. That's really good information for me to know if I get lost through the navigation. So we've got up here our pages. And I really like how they're using the same images here as they were using down the bottom. So when I click on, nothing's here, but when I hover over plants, it's telling me no more about plants. I hover over animals, no more about our animals. I hover over climate, no more about climate. And then we've got a glossary, struggling with the word, rhetorical question there. Learn more about it in the glossary. So I'm going to click on biomes now. And when I click on that, it gives me a drop-down box. I really like this. This is really cool. And I can see as I hover over them that they are hyperlinked. Now, if I wanted to find some information about rainforest, let's click on that. Nothing's happened. All right, let's unclick it. Let's have a look again. Maybe I have to go over here. There we go. There's different types of rainforest biomes. So I had to actually be specific for this website to tell them which one I needed. So loving this. Look at this. Rainforest biome. It's very similar to the first one. We've got that image in the background that's really pulling me in. I see that arrow down the bottom is telling me to scroll. It's taking me down. I've got information here. So I know this is going to be about a rainforest, but we're breaking it up into subheadings. So we've got the layers of the rainforest, plant life, animal life, where the rainforests are found, information about rainforest. So they're using subheadings here and paragraphs to break up the information, making it easy for me to navigate. What happens if I go over here? Look at that. Another drop down box over here. So I've got this menu over here. So I want to know more about some specific plants. I can click on that and it's going to take me to that page. What about animals? Oh, look at that. Hyperlink of all the different animals you can find in the rainforest. That's really cool. And the climate, I can click on the climate to find out some more information. So really when I'm thinking about, if I go back to our slides, how digital text is organized, well, I really feel like the author of this website has really considered their audience. I'm really able to successfully navigate. It's not complex. I'm not going, what does this button mean? Or what does this button mean? Or what's happening over here? And what's this button here? It's really clever in showing me and actually identifying and using the features of a digital text to help the audience to want to look at it and to navigate their way easily through it. Because what would happen if it wasn't easy? Well, I'm just going to go straight away. No, this website's not for me. It's too hard and I'm going to close it. So it's really clever in doing that. So it's been able to support me with my navigation, but it's also helped me to understand the text as well. And that's really important. All right. So that's our shared reading for today. Let's go have a look at what our task is. So your task today for Literacy Contract is a website treasure hunt. So it says click on the link to complete a website treasure hunt and answer all the questions. When you finish, make sure you complete your 2 stars and a wish. So to be successful, you need to be able to identify the purpose of a text and justify your thinking using evidence. You need to identify the text features authors use in a digital text to help the reader navigate the website. And you need to carefully read the question and find the solution. So when I click on this link, it's going to take me to a Google form. So it says, using the following website, which is the one we were just on, you will go on a treasure hunt exploring all the features that support the reader to navigate and engage them in a digital text. So you need to go through and answer the question. So question 1, skim the text and view the page of the website. What is the purpose of this text? So you need to write your answer in there. Okay, so you're going to get points as you go, and you need to answer all of the questions that are on there. Okay, all right. Don't forget, you need to do your 2 stars and a wish when you have finished.